Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel for the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. That's me, stand-up comedian and Big Brother super fan, Joleen Lunzer, here to roast and recap the latest Big Brother live eviction, Thursday live eviction. Oh my gosh, what an episode. Episode 11 of BB27. We're going to roast it. We're going to recap it, react to it. So smash the like, you guys. If you haven't already, let's set a like goal for 800. If we can get it. You guys have been killing it with the likes. Remember, I'm very opinionated, but that doesn't mean you have to have the same opinion. You are welcome to sound off in the live chat right now. Hello, friends. Or the comment section, and we can somewhat respectfully agree to disagree.
What's POV?
What is POV? What is POV? Hello to everybody. So smash that like, hit that subscribe as we make our way to 50K. If you want to support the channel further, you can always hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, or send a super chat while we're live here on YouTube, or a super thanks after the video post. Shout out to Ariel for the Venmo. Thank you so much. And consider joining a membership, because we have members only lives, and we have memberships on YouTube and Patreon, where you will get some bonus content and some fun stuff. You don't have to do any of that, but if you choose to, it is there for you. Yes, smash the like on the video, Stephanie. We got a lot to talk about, you guys, so grab a beverage.
Oh, half of you got to go. You got to go by noon today.
We got the dog. Oh, y'all just set it up. Y'all set it straight to the office.
Yeah, we heard the dog.
Oh, this episode should have been called Tears for Years. I did not expect so much crying. I have my notes here. We're going to go over them. Oh my gosh. Everyone was crying. Put it in the live chat or the comment section if you're on the replay crew. Did you cry? Oh, guys, welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Almost forgot to sing the song. Thank you guys for reminding me in the live chat. Wow, 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 wow. All right, let's get into this, you guys. We come into the episode, and it's post-POV ceremony. All right, and with the ingenious, I'll say, renom of Adrian, okay, from Lauren, our HOH.
It's inappropriate.
I saw that, Dane, right? Bad actors, no actual tears. I think I saw Kelly might have had some tears toward the end. Ava did toward the end. And then I don't know, but at first, yeah, it was like, where is the waterworks? Where is the waterworks? Oh my goodness. So we've had quite the week. HOH with Lauren. It's been a lot, you guys. It's been a long week. Such a long week. You guys, been a long week. Again, let me pull up a picture of our HOH Lauren so that we can remember what she looks like here. With Keanu taking himself down, she struggled between Ashley or Adrian, and the women, they fought hard. The women and Jimmy, all right, fought hard to keep Ashley off the block. Here's your HOH Lauren, aka Vince, aka I don't know what's going on. Really tough time for this one. So we come back from the POV ceremony. Jimmy says, Lauren, you better buckle up. I think he said Lauren, because you're our next target, or you're our target. Everyone on that side, because now, you know, lines are being drawn finally in this season of BB27. Shelly, you cried? Oh, you're such a good person. Lines are being drawn in the sand, you know, and the Mickey, Rachel, Morgan, Jimmy, Ashley, obviously Will, well, not necessarily Will, thrilled that Ashley was not put on the block. All right. Lauren, our HOH. Oh my God. She explains why she didn't put up Adrian. And it's what we all knew. It's what we all thought. It's that the women just had a better argument. Okay. The patriarchy failed in this regard. And Lauren was like, the numbers seem to just be better. I just didn't want all those women going after me because what if they sync up all their periods and then it's like all these bloody women coming at me and I know what that's like. And then what if I have my period and it's just like, it'll be a literal bloodbath. Your patriarchy. So Lauren, is like, I couldn't put up Adrian or I couldn't put up Ashley. So I put up Adrian. I put up another person in my alliance, the bond, which was broken a long time ago. Kelly is crying. Okay, we see Kelly post-veto ceremony, bawling her eyes out. The boo-hoos. Kelly had a case of the boo-hoo. She's like, not Adrian. I was just talking to him about my instigating. No. So she runs off. Kelly likes to run off to rooms to just cry or cheer or get, how the game works incorrectly. And who followed her when she was crying? Of course it was Vince. He's everywhere. You don't want him to be medicated. Oh, Vince follows her back there and he's like, come here. And she's like, oh, she sunk my game. She sunk my battleship. I'm for sure going home because I can't beat Adrian in the BB Butt Blaster and I can't beat Will in the votes. So that means that I'm going home. And Lauren did this and I volunteered. It's not right. Just building my resume, volunteering to be a pawn on the block. And then winning the BB Butt Blaster. Well, what are you going to do when the BB Butt Blaster is gone if you're still in the game? I guess you got to win the power of veto. We'll see if that works. So she's crying, and Vince is just holding her ever so softly. Did you guys notice that? With his beanie. How many beanies does this guy have? Is it the same beanie every time, Vince? What is going on, Vinny? So Kelly's like, been a bad day again. Okay. Oh, I found some good screenshots of some of my favorite hugs. A lot of noses into the shoulder hugs. Those are my least favorite kind of hugs. I like to protect my nose at all costs because I paid for it. Michelle, thank you for the first super chat of the live. Michelle says Lauren wasn't great at strategy. She should have gotten help from Rachel. Yeah, but instead she wanted to work with Vince. And then Catherine, who was on slop and just a crank yanker. So, yeah. There she is. But it probably would have helped her, Michelle. It probably would have helped her. So then Kelly, just crying. And then Vince, we see a little DR from him. He's torn. He's like, nothing's right. I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. Who sings that song? This is how I feel. He's torn between Natalie and Brulia. Thank you guys. I just thought of it myself, but I knew you guys were going to tell me. Vince is torn. He doesn't know, like, over Adrian or Kelly, if he has to vote between the two of them, like, which is better for his game? What's better for your game when you're pretending to work with everybody? What is he going to do? Then we see Lauren and Kat in the HOH room. And of course, they're like, we want to send Will home. We're going to send him home. Let's go home, Will. I'm like, no. You put two of your alleged allies on the block, and they're like, we'll send Will home because he's old. All right. And he only talks about his bad back, and he wants to go to bed at a decent time, even though he did say early on the feeds that normally he stays up till like 2 a.m. But this dude is not staying up until 2 a.m. Adele says, I can't imagine that hug smelled great. It did smell unemployed. Okay, that was stupid. That was stupid. Smell like patchouli or an expensive Erewhon smoothie. All right, so they talk about, we gotta send Will home. Let's send Will home. But like a lot slower than that. Lauren talks about trying to balance the house. And now you guys tell me, did that make sense to you? I feel like these Thursday night episodes, they go so quick. And we had a lot to work with this Thursday night episode because this is now the house, like I said, finally deciding whether or not, and no matter what they decide, no, they did decide to draw a line in the sand. So the house has been, working on the feeds, different sides of what to do. Worst case scenario for them was Adrian on the block next to Will. Because they were like, Kelly's disposable to them. They're like, Kelly can go. You can go, little girl. All right. Kelly is not, they weren't going to recycle her. You can go. But Adrian, there was a push to get votes for Adrian to stay. And we saw that in the episode as well. And even though they wanted 7, Lauren did finally agree that if there was 6, she would break the tie. And I'm like, okay. What? Awesome. Great. Thank you for making somewhat of a decision, I guess. So I feel like our Thursday night episodes need to be the hour and a half and maybe add a live HOH. And the Wednesday night episodes that definitely don't need to be an hour and a half, but are because they want to add a commercial for things like The Bad Guys 2. Do you guys hear about The Bad Guys 2? Apparently there's a movie called The Bad Guys 2. I didn't even know, but Big Brother told me. No, I knew. And then now I super know that The Bad Guys 2 is coming out. Bad Guys 2. You guys know about The Bad Guys 2? Wednesday nights, I feel like they're holding us hostage now for 90 minutes. Thursday nights, I feel like they're rushing us. As I'm writing my notes and scribbling, we're just going, it's just happening too fast, all the scenes. Because they have to get us to where we're currently at and what's going on the feeds and who's working with who and what they're trying to spin, different scenarios, if you will. And then we have to do the BB Butt Blaster. And then we have to do the live vote and eviction. And then we have to do the interview with Julie Chen and a loaf of bread, which, oh my God, I'm sorry, Adrian. You got to go. That was not good. What? This loaf of bread, it was discussed on the live feeds, but it made me cry. No more loaves of bread. No more. No. This show is silly, zany, cuckoo enough trying to explain this or be like, I watch Big Brother. And people are like, what? You mean the show that has the robot that calls people old and zings them? Yeah. You mean the show where they have to wear costumes? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. You mean the show where Julie Chen Moonves tells everyone to be kind and love each other? Yeah. 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 It's already silly enough. I don't need a freaking loaf of bread. And I don't need a segment in the episode with Adrian and his loaf of bread because I don't care about the loaf of bread. And I feel like they gave that to him as a pity move, knowing he was most likely going. Okay. Buddy, thank you for the super chat. Buddy says, thank you for the joy and laughter that you bring us, Jolene. That's so nice of you, buddy. That's so sweet. Thank you for saying that. I feel like my little niece used to go, that's so nice of you, Jolene. That's so nice of you. So, zing. The loaf of bread was embarrassing. They did that man dirty with the loaf of bread. But also, why is he making out and making love and talking about wanting a loaf of bread? He wants a body pillow in the shape of a loaf of bread and smell like a loaf of bread. Oh my, I love carbs so much. I have 2 chins to prove how much I do love carbohydrates and sugar. But, sir, what is going on? Are we a super fan? Did we build the wall in our backyard to get ready for Big Brother? Did we have our little brother spraying us with a hose to prepare? Or are we talking about bread here? Because I'm confused because Adrian's preseason interview, it did not come off like I'm the nicest guy that ever niced and I don't swear. Even though essentially you are swearing because you're just saying flipping instead of effing. To me, I like to play around and go, fudge. And that's, a lot because YouTube gets mad when I say the F-U-C-K and they might demonetize me. But essentially, you're saying the same thing. We heard Adrian say this mother flippin'. Well, you're just trying to say motherfucking. Like, we're adults. Can we just say the words? And if you don't want to say the words, then don't even insinuate the words. Don't even change the words because you really do want to swear and say the words. So you're really swearing because your intention is to say that word, but you're too afraid to say the word. Maybe your parents will get mad. Maybe you just don't want to look like that on television, but essentially you're saying the word. You're saying the word. So just say the word. Okay? Like once in a while is fine, but every time with a different variation, mother flippin', mother frick. I think he even said frickin'. Just say fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuckity fuck. Just say it. Flippin' fudge. Fudge sickle. You mother fathers. Like sometimes that's fun, but otherwise just say it. Freaking frack. Lady Jane, thank you for the super chat. Lady Jane says, I think that Kelly has a photographic memory. I think Kelly might be a genius in that regard. I think you're right. Okay. Bread breaking. Well, he's going to break that bread tonight. What, Jolene? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. What is he going to do with the bread? My mind goes to places it shouldn't because I'm immature and a comedian and I don't know, maybe a bad person. Is he going to American Pie it? What is going on? I don't want to hear about the bread. And don't touch the bread with your wiener. Debbie, thank you for the super chat. Debbie says, Vince looks like the Mario brothers. Yeah. Luigi, Mario, the little mushroom guy. He looks like them all. Okay? Yeah, like an idiot savant, are you saying? Shine? Photographic, as in black and white. That too. Mm-hmm. We'll have a good fudge sickle. You know, here and there, fun times. But it got a little too much. All right. So back to my original point, which is Thursdays should be longer. Wednesdays are holding us hostage. Okay. Now, did anyone understand what Lauren was talking about when she said she's trying to balance the house? She's like, I think I'm going to take a side from that side. And then I think I'm going to take a side from the other side. I'm going to take a number. I'm going to read it out loud. And then I'll balance the scales. What the fuck are you talking about? What? I was like, no, what? Lauren, Lauren has to go. She has to go and she has to be targeted now. I need her gone now. I need her gone. And this is how I feel. And it might be irrational and it's definitely emotional, but I need her gone. I'm tired of her. This week sucked. Every HOH conversation sucked. All her DRs sucked. You're young. There's time. You can change. You can do better. God bless. Go out into the world. I'm sure you'll be beautiful, wonderful, and succeed. But leave my house. I need you to leave my big brother house. Okay? We got to go. We got to go. Bye. Lauren, by a vote of Joleen, you've been evicted from the big brother house. You got to go. You have to go. Okay? There are bridal dresses that need to be sold. There are brides that are waiting for you. Goodbye. Right over there. Follow the smell of bread. You got to fucking go. You got to go. All right? Go make a bouquet. You got to leave. Get out right now. It's the end of you and me. All right? It's too late, and I can't wait for you to be gone. All right? What up, Dave Dog? Oh, no, Davey. No, baby. Come here. Give me that. That's Mommy's troll doll from 1994. We're just going to take that. I know it looks like a fun toy, but... I probably should let you eat it, but I'm not. Yes, we got Dave Dog, we got Buffy, we got Teddy. Dave's eating one of Hype My Husband Shell RN socks, and I'm just going to let him. I'm going to let him chew on it a little bit. Have a little fun, okay? Because it's Thursday. He's not driving. Okay. So I had no idea what Lauren was talking about. I'm so over it. Will gets a little DR, and he says, y'all are nasty as hell. He said, this is like a damn freaking frat house. Okay. And these like they're dirty, they're nasty, liars. They're not hanging out with me because I'm elderly here on Big Brother and it's not fair. Will is not having it. He's like, I like Adrian. He's the nicest guy because he doesn't swear. But this is stupid. This is boring. Why are you going? Leave me alone. Okay. Leave me alone. I want to pass out on a lawn chair in peace. Knock it off. And so he is like, just, he's like, just go to sleep. Like he's already telling the house, like, just go to sleep in his DR. He's like, I need the house to just go to sleep. The house is a frat house. Adrian calls Lauren a mother flippin' chicken. Oh, jean jacket. Oh, jean jacket. We are going to have to get, we're gonna have to expand our vocabulary. She's a mother flippin' chicken. But you're not wrong, Adrian. You are not wrong, sir. Will, again, loves Adrian. He says, Adrian, is awesome. He's great. He's the nicest guy I've ever met. So great. And then Adrian says, yeah, game on, mother flippers.
Oh, my God.
What? What? Then we're getting Zach. Oh, God. We're getting Zach and Vince in triple threat. So Morgan is thinking, oh, hey, why don't we just combine, triple threat. I got a thruple with Zach and Vinny. And then I also have a thruple with Jimmy and Mickey. So why don't I just combine the two and we can all work together? But you see, Morgan, this is what we've been talking about, and this is what we're afraid of. See this man right here? See this man? This man is nasty, okay? Not sick nasty like Quincy, but he nasty. All right, he don't like you like that. He'll lead you on a little bit. He's even leading Ashley on the feeds, you guys. And Ashley's like, I don't even like him, but I like Ashley. We clocked that a while ago that Ashley had a crush on him too. Can we just move on now? All right. The guy says he's a virgin, which is a lie.
You're a virgin who can't drive.
That is not true, sir. That is not true. Stop it. Okay. He's out there being a virgin, but touching. What kind of virgin are you? Are you a dry humping virgin? He's not a virgin. Okay. He has spilled some seed, allegedly, for comedy purposes.
What?
All right. Don't get mad. But he has to say this for his mommy and daddy. All right. But his new plan is to separate, put distance between, put doubt in Morgan when it comes to Mickey. And Mickey and Morgan are supposed to be like this. But then you bring along a guy who doesn't even like you, Morgan. We need you to wake up. You are 30-some years old. You have to wake up. Hello. Hi, Morgan, get up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. So get up. You got to get up. Okay. He is a little man and he's in love with Lauren, the 22-year-old, who's like, I don't know what to do. What would you do? All right. She's trying to take John Quinones's job. What would you do? Don't come for my baby daddy's job. Okay. Because I do love myself some John Quinones. We have sweet babies. But anyways. All right. It's just future Chell. I'm not cheating. It's just what Chell's going to look like when he's older. Amazing. So Morgan then is like, I'm starting to believe it. Because you have Zach, Mr. Flirts with everyone, trying to hold Ashley's hand. And he was like, oh, your hand is clammy. She's like, I know, I'm under a blanket. I'm just like, I'm really sweaty, but I don't even like you like that. You're like my brother. We just make sex jokes. I never understand people who are like, oh my God, I don't even like him. He's like my brother. You make sex jokes with your brother? You so nasty. You so nasty. So Morgan and Mickey are now doubting each other. And Mickey, we talked about on some spoiler videos, had already been feeling some type of way about Morgan and how close she is with Vince and Zach. Because if you watch the feeds, Morgan is with Vince all the time and up late. And she is still, I don't care what she says, infatuated with Zach. And Mickey's like, what the hell? Mickey feels as though her and Jimmy necessarily can't go and have conversations with people like Morgan does without Morgan feeling like, very paranoid. So she's like, well, what the hell's going on? And here's the thing. I don't blame Mickey in this situation because if I'm playing with another 30-something-year-old woman and she is lady boning out for a dude who's really in love with a 22-year-old and basing her decisions on that, I'm going to start distancing myself too. So now Morgan and Ashley have gotten closer, Mickey and Ashley. Mickey, be careful though, because she's got a crush on Zach too. Can we just not with Zach? Like, just my goal would be to make Zach cry. That would be my personal goal on the cast. If I was on this cast, I'd be like, I'm going to make Zach cry. Okay. Zach had even said about Ashley that he wanted to, like, you know, break her down or whatever. So I see what Zach's trying to do. He's doing the flirt game. Okay. Parvati did it better. Stop it, Zach. I'm just so annoyed with him. Thank you, Cheryl, for the super sticker. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So very annoying to see that what we've already seen on the feeds is that there is definitely friction between Morgan and Mickey now. And Morgan is leaning this like Vince, Zach way, and I don't like it. And the fact that Zach had a DR where he was like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And it didn't surprise me because I've heard him on the feeds say similar things about Ashley and wanting to almost like build her up just to tear her down and take everything from her and kick her out of the game. And Morgan is going to get so screwed, our hashtag gamer girl. And it's going to be all your fault. Right? He's going to go far in this game. Zach's social game, he's doing the damn thing. The flirting, the ladies are like dropping, some of these ladies are like dropping eggs every time he walks in. Their ovaries are just, it's insane. And I'm like, can we calm down? Can we calm down a little bit and keep our eye on the prize? And can we listen to Mama Rachel when she's like, guys, okay, this is what the men do. And we got to focus. Because Rachel might have not always got it right when it came to guys, but she's mother now and she's seen some things and she knows some stuff. So let's listen to her just a little bit. We're just, thank you. Like Sarisa, you're gonna have to clean that up a little bit. Okay. Oh my God, because you're looking like the stuff that Jared had to clean up off the couch. Oh, that was a bad memory. Oh my God. So Zach confirming that he's trying to like separate Mickey and Morgan was so shitty. But also Mickey she'd already been seeing things, and so had Jimmy, like sus things about Morgan's relationship with Vinny and Zach. So Zach, okay, calm down. And, you know, because Zach was talking about how, you know, Mickey was told Adrian about the three of them, and Morgan's like, what? But I said to her in confidence. Okay, but what are you also saying to these dudes in confidence? So it's a mess. I hate that this is happening to Morgan and Mickey. I wanted them to go far together. And I don't know if there's any coming back from this because I don't think Morgan will choose. I think that the damage has been done with the trust and things. And I think ultimately she'll be more loyal to Zach and Vince, which you guys, I hate it. I hate it here. Okay. Oh my goodness. Vince and Adrian talk about how to save both Kelly and Adrian, because Vince is just gonna Mr. Agreeable. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Only to then vote you out. Oh my God. The snake in the house is Vince. Vince, shout out to the snake. Just snaking. Put your snakes in the chat for Vince. It's just like, yeah, we'll save you and Kelly. Sure. Yeah, cool. Awesome. And was Vince talking on the feeds like, yeah, he wanted to save Adrian and Will to go, but ultimately he and Zach weren't necessarily willing to make that decision, to make that divide, to go to that other side. So the other side now feels like a bunch of redheaded stepchildren, like a bunch of Rileys, a bunch of Mountain Dew bottles, you know, a bunch of babies who drink Mountain Dew from their bottle, like Kelly calls them. So now, you know, with that vote, we have people who thought that Zach and Vince were their buddy friends. And I hope that I did like this episode because it did divide the house and there are sides now. And hopefully now Keanu, Catherine, Riley, and Kelly come for Vince and Zach, but something tells me they won't. Something tells me they'll still blame one of the women.
Huh?
You know, it'll be like, it was Rachel's fault. It's Rachel. Dirty. It's Morgan's fault. Someone else's fault. But I do hope when I turn the feeds back on, they're all fighting. Oh my God. Wouldn't that be heaven, you guys? If they're just calling Vince out, like, you said you were going to do, you're fake. Riley and Catherine. Oh, put Catherine back on slop so she can yell at him. That would be amazing. Elizabeth, thank you so much for the super sticker. William Claybrook, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, is Vince the new Jax? No, Vince is not close to. Vince is just not my favorite in this game. But no, he might be a very nice person. I'm not willing to put anyone in the Jax box. But as far as game goes, he's on my pooper list. Okay? Okay, Steffi says, I'm here. I'm here for their shrieking. Yes, me too. It's always Rachel's fault to them. Oh my goodness. Okay. So then we have Vince and Adrian, you know, they talk about the saving and they need at least 6 votes to evict Will, with Lauren as the tiebreaker. Lauren's like, I'll do it. I'll tiebreak. What would you guys do? What would you do? Would you tie break? And we're like, oh my goodness. Then we get this the bread segment, which was so ridiculous. We need more bread. Where's the bread? And there's Adrian out there making love to the bread. He took the bread for a date. Just on that alone, I'm glad Adrian was evicted. I'm sorry. The bread segment, that was too much. That was too much, Adrian. That was too much, sir. I don't like it. And if I had to watch that one more time, no, I couldn't. I couldn't do it. So you deserve to go home for that bread segment. That was a waste of my time. Okay, I'll never get my time back. Ever. It was really dumb.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Yes. May God have mercy on your soul, Adrian. You ruined bread. I mean, I'm still going to keep eating it, but you've ruined it. All right. Zach and Morgan chat. Mickey, Zach trying, this is the divide time between the women so they can control and have Morgan to themselves because they are the patriarchy. Like, wake up. How many times do the women on this show need to be spanked? Oh my God, I'm so tired of this. Like, this is what the men do time and time again. Rachel Riley said this. This is what they do. The men play together. The men play together. The women always think that the men are playing with them, but they're not. They're not. I said I wasn't going to get mad about it this season. Okay? I said, I know. Ashley didn't know who Clark Kent was. That was so funny. She was like, what? I don't know. Thank you, buddy, for the super chat. Ronald, thank you for the super chat. Says Vince is like Paul and Joseph mixed together. Oh, I could see the similarities. A couple similarities there. Some people would be like, no, don't insult Joseph. But I think it's because you have Vince's social game is better than Paul's. But ultimately, he's playing like a Paul, but not as pushy as a Paul. And people like him like a Joseph, if that makes any sense. So I like that read. Okay. I like that read. Okay. So I'm still mad about this. All right. I'm still mad about this. How many times do you have to be told? Rachel Riley has told you. Like, the world has told you. The men, especially on this show, are not going to work with you. They're going to ultimately have the boys back. And Morgan, you're going to get, brigaded. It's going to go so poorly for you. And I'm not going to be here to feel bad for you. Let's listen to Rachel talk about it.
Every season, the girls say, we're going to go after strong guys. And every season, they say, it's okay because this guy's going to keep me safe until they don't. Every single Big Brother season. If the girls get lucky, they get lucky like Chelsea. Cam couldn't win to win.
Some people get lucky like Chelsea when Cam couldn't win shit. But not everyone can get lucky like Chelsea. So you gotta wake up, okay? Stop playing with your vaginas. All right? God. Mickey and Morgan, you're both smart, beautiful, capable. Do the damn thing. And Morgan, you could learn a lot from Mickey's social game. So I'm gonna need you to wake up. Otherwise, I'm gonna need you to go home. Because I don't have time for this. I'm getting too old, okay? It's like waiting for a female president. I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna be dead. And I'm never gonna see it happen. And it's just so shitty.
It's a good time to be medicating. Patriarchy.
But we move on. Now I'm mad at Morgan. Now I'm having irrational, but somewhat rational anger towards Morgan. Okay. So blah, blah, blah. I want to break up Mickey. I want to break up women because women can't work together. And she's like, I like him. What do you like about him? The fact that he's shitting on your friend? The fact that he's flirting with other people, the fact that he likes another person, or the fact that he wears a baby blue headband, or the fact that he says he's a virgin.
Your patriarchy.
Okay, we're back. Like he sucks. Yeah. All right. So Morgan's pissed, like, maybe Mickey is the problem. No, Morgan, you're becoming the problem quickly. And she's like punching bags. So then she has a scene where she's alone in the boxing gym. And I'm like, you should turn your fist this way and wake up. And she's punching the. And I saw this, like the feeds, and there were clips of it. And I'm like, what do I do? Who do I believe? Punch, punch. What's going on? Punch, punch. I don't know. Mickey, another woman, someone who likes you. Good God. And Morgan's like, I feel like I've been so loyal and honest. And she's not getting that. And I'm not getting that back. And then Morgan says, keep poking the bear and see what happens.
This is bullshit.
Okay. Lady who wants to side with Vince and Zach, who are going to take each other and throw you aside as soon as they can. Or they'll take Lauren over you. Because she'll be easier to beat. So, okay. Cool story. Lauren then talks to Zach and Vince about keeping Adrian over Will. And they think they can get 7 to stay over Will. They think that they can even get Ava.
God, what is your childhood trauma?
They think they can get Ava, who has said she loves Will, who is bonded with Will, who didn't want Will on the block, who thinks it's stupid. Lauren's like, I think we can get Ava.
Yeah.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Okay? And yes, Adele, bears don't wear boxing gloves. They got claws. You can't get Ava because Ava's got some loyalty, something you guys should definitely have. Ava's like, no, I want to work with the old dude. I don't care if he's old. I don't care if he's decrepit, basically dead in the Big Brother game. I want to work with him. I want to talk to him. I want to laugh with him. I want to sit with him on a chair and laugh about how ridiculous Kelly is. Okay? Ava loves old people. Ava is an advocate for the elderly, like myself, which in Big Brother, I am dead as a woman. I would be, if I went into the Big Brother house right now, I'd be the oldest woman there. If I went this season, I would have been the oldest woman there at 45 years old. Okay? Ava loves old people. She loves them. She wants to feed them, change his diaper, give him insure. Thank you, Dane, for the super chat. Dane says, what day will Angela be on? I have a feeling, that she loves Lauren. Worried Keanu might pull a Josh and win. I'll be giving you the Angela announcement very, very soon. So make sure you have your little notification bell on. You worried Keanu might pull a Josh and win. That, I didn't think about pulling a Josh, Dane, but, he could. Oh, that could. Ooh. That's definitely a possibility. And it might be if some of these players keep acting like this, it might be what they deserve. We'll see though. All right. So again, Ava loves the elderly. She would feed me applesauce and clean my teeth. She would help me take my teeth out and clean them. That's how sweet she is. Okay. And this is when Zach and Vince, when they're talking to Lauren, they're like, we don't know whether they were willing to draw this line in the sand right now. Hey, you two. What are you guys doing? Hi. My doggos are having a wrestling match with their mouths over here. We say they're making out with each other. Shout out to Dave, Dog, and Teddy. So they're like, we're not sure we're willing to draw a line in the sand. Oh man, I hope they're called out on the feeds. I really do. Then it's BB Butt Blaster time. Everybody get ready because we're about to play the BB Butt Blaster. Julie Chen's like, hi guys, it's time. And we see this little image of the Butt Blaster players here being Kelly, Adrian, and Mr. Will. And I'm thinking, oh, Kelly's got this. Even though Adrian looks like he's okay, focused. Will is looking down, which isn't, the most positive place to look. Looking down to the depths of hell, into the souls of the people who put him on the block. All right. BB Butt Blaster. It's study the study. And Julie Chen's like, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have a minute and a half to find the difference in these two rooms. Now you're going to count the number of differences you think there are in the room. So find the differences. And the person to do so. And once you find the differences in the room, then you go clock it in. And the person closest without going over wins. Now, if there's a tie, the person who clocked it in first will win the BB Butt Blaster and stay in the Big Brother game. All right. Now, Will was the only one who really went all the way in the room. Will was like, I'm going to go all the way in. Okay. Because Will is older now. So he likes HGTV. He's like me. He's like, what do you got going on in here? What do you got? Is that crown molding? Huh. Okay. So he's looking around. That's a nice couch. Me and my chocolate drop might like that. Okay. All right. I might. Okay. Me and Gwen. What's his wife's name? Shout out to his wife. I like the way they threw that blanket over. Kelly and Adrian are just peeking through. Now they had it like a hallway type situation with them, as you can see right here, which it almost turned into, if you watch the challenge, and I used to watch the challenge religiously, it almost appeared like they were going to have, what was that, hall brawl, because they're trying to get through that little hallway between the two rooms in that little box. And they kept kind of walking into each other. I'm like, oh shit, this is going to be a hall brawl. We're going to have to tackle each other. That would have made this competition more interesting for sure. If they would have been jumping over each other, pushing each other, tackling each other. David says, which one of these is not like the other? And Will said 16. Adrian said 6. Kelly said 7. The answer, let's see, what was it? It was, okay, I wrote this down. Okay, so there are 8 differences. Adrian said 6. Kelly said 7 differences. Will said 16 differences, and the answer was 8. Wow. Jenny says, do you think Will counted the difference in each room, essentially counting the differences double? Oh, times 2. Do you think he just times 2'd them? He's like, it takes 2, baby. That wouldn't make sense, but I maybe, because 8 things are different here, plus the 8 things here. So these are different from these things. There's 8, 6. That could be. Maybe he's smarter than we know. Because it is interesting that the answer is 8 He chose 16. Jenny, you're smarter than me, because I was like, what the hell, Will? What's going on? What? Why would you do that? But that sounds better, what you're saying. That could be.
Oh my God, no way.
He said it was times 2. He's like, but there are 2 rooms, Julian. You said all the differences. And there's 8 different things here, and there's 8 different things there. And if you put those 8 and 8 together. So this is Julie Chen Moonvez's fault for not explaining the competition correctly.
What? No.
Yeah, it is, Julie. Okay, I'm tired of your shit, Julie. How dare you? You guys are smart. See, this is why I need you guys. Because I was just like, that's stupid. That's dumb. Whatever. And you guys, you're the smart ones, okay? I'm just the yapper. You guys are the brains. Oh my goodness. That he could have done that. Because Julie, she's just up there waiting to say, choose kindness, love everyone. That's the only thing she really wants to say. That's the only time she looks truly happy anymore. That and when she told Will she was his lemon drop or asked him. Other than that, very robotic. So I'm going to blame Julie. It's your fault. Give the win to Will. Give him a week off the block because I'm tired of seeing the same people on the block. If we get another HOH that nominates the same people, oh my God. Yeah, the lemon drop malfunction. It does kind of make sense when you say it like that. Okay, it is. It's inappropriate. Totally inappropriate. I hate it.
It's inappropriate.
All right. So Kelly wins because she's got 7 and the answer being 8. Adrian was 6. Adrian completely loses it. He's bawling. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I get it. He's young. This is his alleged dream. He wants to help his family. He's really been pushing this family thing. My family, we share a bathroom. There's plumbing issues. There's like he shared a lot about the structure of the family home. And like you can see from the bathroom through the ceiling to the living room or something. I was like, oh, is Extreme Home Makeover still a thing? Because get them over there. All right. So, okay. But so he's crying. And initially I'm like, oh my God, I'm happy because I'm like, this is what the house deserves, is to have to make the hard decision they didn't want to make between Will and Adrian. So I'm excited I'm going to see that. But then Adrian is like, ah, ah. Will comes over and hugs him. And if you guys go back and listen, if you didn't listen upon first watch, he is like, and I'm like, what? And Kelly's like, it's okay. It's okay. And they're holding him. Kelly can't even celebrate. It's okay. He's like, whoa! And I'm like, oh my God. I didn't even know you liked it that. Like, and I felt bad. Right? Because it's like, if occasionally I feel sad, for others. Occasionally that strikes me, that the empathy, I think that's called, hits me. And I'm like, oh, poor guy. But then quickly I'm like, oh, okay, wrap it up. It's just a little too long now. It's a little too much. We could have done more. We could have done more earlier on. Okay. Mr. Hoodie jean jacket combo. We could have done more. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. But I was like, okay, that's enough. You're making me uncomfortable. That's enough. I thought Will and Kelly were really sweet to him, though. And so that was nice. And now I have goosebumps. Why do I have goosebumps? Stop it, heart. Like, who cares? Okay. But yeah, there was so much crying. I'm like, stop, I cry enough. Plus, I'm going to get my period in like 2 days, and everyone needs to know that, okay? Because you guys have to remind me and track it, all right? Because I forget to. So this was, I feel, and there is something about Will is very fatherly to Adrian too, and then that made me feel things. I didn't want to feel things, okay? I just wanted to feel like, haha, they have to make this decision. Now I'm like feeling bad for Bread Boy. And I'm thinking, you were doing this. And you could have been doing other things earlier on. Okay. You could have been making relationships with the women in the house, doing a better job of that, or solidifying the bond so that Lauren wouldn't put you up, and not trying to change swear words to mother flippin' and just said the words. Like, there are things you could have done. Oh my gosh. Kira says karma for dropping Keanu like a bad habit before. Oh my God, before the veto competition. Yes, Keanu, Adrian's frenemy. I mean, and he ends up needing him, and Keanu comes through for him, but nobody likes Keanu. I was explaining that a little bit to my nephew because he's 8 and he's been watching the episodes with me, and so is my niece, and she's 11, and they've seen a couple of live feed things, but not very much, obviously. And his favorite player is the Dungeon Master. And every week he's like, why is Keanu up again? I was trying to explain to him, well, I mean, nobody likes him. But I don't want to, influence him too much. I want him to be able to like who he likes in the episode. He's 8. Let him like that guy. But also, be like, well, here's maybe what he's doing wrong. Maybe this is what's happening. But so then they come down the stairs, and they had a long commercial break. And Kelly was just like, I can't believe it, because Kelly did not think she could beat Adrian. Miss Old volunteers herself for the block. I was like, oh my God. So then Julie goes, hey guys. And what I do like about this cast is the color coordination that's happening. Last week we had pink. This week we have blue. Some people might be like, I don't give a shit about that. I like the Real Housewives, and they do this for reunions, and I like it. So I do like this color coordination. It's very pleasing to my eye. And here come the contestants down the stairs. And like, who is it? And they needed time for, Adrian. They had to get the Swiffer out because he was just, oh my God, so much crying. And Kelly's like, she looks like that naughty kid, like, I pooped in your soup. Like she's giving you the pooped in your soup look. She's like, it's me. Look at this Kelly look. She's like, and I might kill you. I pooped in your soup. And I started your house on fire. And I came over and said, your house is on fire. I don't know how it started. And then I tried to help you put it out, but not that hard. That was the face. Like, Kelly. And Adrian's like, he's devastated. And I'm exhausted because I did not expect him to be wailing. I'm all for let's let men have feelings so they stop killing us. But there's a lot of feelings. This. It's a lot. It was a lot for me, I feel like. And then Vince is like, oh, his beanie was getting tighter. Catherine's like, ugh. I just wanted to I don't know, not do this. This sucks. And you could tell the house is like, oh God, we got to do the thing that we didn't really want to do. And then Julie tells them, okay, guys, you have some time. I wish Julie would be more specific and be like, hey, now's the time. Strategize. Go off into rooms. Run off. Grab each other. Talk game. Don't let Kelly yell in the chat. Hi, Grandma. Grandma, I want some cheese. How are the buffalo? Is it Buffalo Days in South Dakota? Have you been to Wild Drug? Tell the Badlands I said hi. Like, don't let Kelly talk to the camera. Strategize. And everyone's just kind of hugging. I think the person that looked very happy, Rachel's happy. She's like, oh, this is fun. Isn't this fun, guys? This is fun. Rachel's loving it. She's like, I'm loving it. Poor Ava. Ava's like, oh, I got to choose between these two. And I like both of them so much. And I hate it. And Ava hates Kelly. So Ava's like, I really thought we could get rid of Kelly. So now Ava's getting emotional. I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go again. Oh my God. Adrian starts hugging people. He's like, yeah. And I notice, I'm thinking, oh shit. He is getting voted out. And I think he curled his hair. Doesn't it look like he curled his bangs here? It looks like this looks like Nana's hair in 1993. I can show pictures for proof. but it looks like he took like a regular curling iron and did a little curly poo. A little blowout on top and then a little curled his bangs. That's what it looks like. So shout out to Adrian and his 1993 Nana hair. And then right away he goes to Keanu. The guy he's like, I don't like him. I don't like Keanu. I don't want to play with Keanu. I think he's a liar. Okay. He pulls him aside and he is like begging. Adrian grabs Keanu's arm. Did you guys see this? He was like, Keanu, it's me, Adrian. Please keep me. And Keanu was like, bro, dude, I love dudes. Like, I'm very penis friendly. Okay. It's the ladies that I struggle with. I'm going to vote for you to stay. Even if I'm on the wrong side of the vote, dude. Are you really begging me, bro? And I think this is the first time I've seen Keanu in jeans, because normally he's wearing those shorts from his sponsor. He's wearing swim trunks every day. Adrian's like, please God. And I think this is very interesting because Adrian did pride himself on like, I don't lie and I don't flippin' mother frickin' swear. Okay, botch? You dirty botch. And always talk about how he doesn't lie, but you do lie. Because you told everyone behind Keanu's back that I don't want people to think I'm working with him. And no, I don't want to be with Keanu. And no, we're nothing alike. And he's a liar. And now you need him. And you're like, yeah. But when you talk to Keanu, you're like, yeah. Yeah. So, everybody lies in Big Brother and that's okay. Right? You have to lie. Keanu's like, I'm seriously gonna keep you in the game. I don't even care if it's bad for my game, bro. You're awesome, bro. Adrian's like, okay. He only grabbed Keanu, which was so telling. Why Keanu? Does he think Keanu, if he knows that Keanu is a liar and he's viewed to the house as a liar and nobody trusts him and people are just kind of like, ugh, go home already. Did he really think Keanu could go and make something happen and pull something for him right then and there? It was interesting. It was very interesting. Thank you, Yvonne. I like your positivity. With the female president. We'll see. With a woman for president, okay? But I'm not holding my breath. All right? Just like this damn show with the ladies working with the guys. Okay? You know what? It is crazy that you mentioned the Matrix, William, because then we have that, or was it at the end of the episode? There was, yes, these freaks, these freakazoids, freaking Neo, Trinity, and the little computer guy who betrays everyone, the bald guy. What was his name in the Matrix? And then he ends up dying. Are in the first thing I thought when I saw Zach, who's trying to model in the have not room at the end of the episode, when Julie's like, let's go eavesdrop on the house guest from outside of the Big Brother house. I'm Julie Chen, whatever the third last name is. Goodbye. Love one another. Love your butt, because it's the only butt you have, unless you get a Brazilian butt job. And then you can have another butt. But first, okay? And I thought, they look like the damn Matrix. Yes. Is it Cypher? It looks like the damn Matrix in there. These dorks. I need all three of these dorks to leave now. Okay? I'd be willing to root for Morgan again if she needs to earn back my lady trust. But the Matrix has got to go. Dork. Did they rename their crew? It's the Temu Matrix. I don't like it. It's the Christian Matrix. I don't like it. Okay? I don't like. But interesting you said that, because that's immediately I was thinking, I was like, oh my, what in the Neo is going on? Where is the Oracle when you need her? Oh, she's over in the other room. Her name is Rachel. Morgan. Go ask her about some shit. Oh my goodness. Okay. So where are we? We got, okay, so Adrian pulling for votes. And Keanu's like, I'm going to vote for you, bro. I love you, bro. I love it. Hashtag believe all men. Hashtag believe all men. Okay? All right. So then Ava's crying. it was like, no, no, no. It was heartbroken. She has to pick between the two. Ugh. Will and Adrian have to give their final pleas. Julie's like, now you have time to give your final pleas into why they should keep you. And I'm thinking, oh, this should be good. Will stands up and basically gives a speech about how great Adrian is. You know, Adrian's like the best guy. He's the bestest guy that ever guyed. First, he turned around. He's like, and I was like, oh God, we're still crying. It's so much crying. It was all the crying. It's like, such a good guy. And I was worried because I really did. I saw people on Twitter were saying this too, that Will was going to be like, he deserves this more than me. And I was going to go, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing, the poorest person gets it. That's why we wanted everyone in the house to need the money, want the money. Okay. No comfies. Everyone's going to have at least 2 months back, they're 2 months behind on their energy bill or something. All right. I'm not trying to Squid Games this shit. Okay. I'm not trying to be that evil, but we're going to be hungry. We got to be hungry. Vince, he ain't hungry. He's comfy. Vince is like, my parents just let me live here for free. Okay. I get to drive their car. I get to eat their food. I get to have sex with my girlfriend on their couch in the basement. I'm good. It pulls out. My mom washes the sheets. We're done, man. Oh my gosh. So when Will's like, okay, listen, Adrian's such a good guy. He's the best guy that ever guyed. He's guying, man. He doesn't even swear. And I'm like, Will, stop it. Stop it. Think about your back. Think about your bad back and how bad it wants to be in this game. Think about your chocolate drop, okay? Stop it. Stop. And Adrian's like, yeah. And he's still crying. And then Will's like, if it's good to keep me, keep me. And if it's good to keep this guy who's the nicest guy I ever met in my whole life, keep him. And Adrian's like, stop it. Ah. He did the thing where he turned stop it. Ah. It hurts to look at you. It hurts to look at you, Will. It was very Brokeback Mountain for me. Very. But not in the good Brokeback Mountain way. In the way where the horses run away screaming. And just... Okay. It's nice. It is nice that they okay. But notice how Adrian didn't stand up then and be like, Will, then this little guy, talk about the youth. Really? Youth is wasted on the young. He didn't even mention Will. Will damn near gave up his game for him. Luckily, he didn't. He was just like, he's just a really nice guy. Adrian didn't even mention this man. He was like, Adrian. He could have at least said, thank you, Will. You're also a really good guy. Can I be your whatever drop? I don't even know at this point. Okay. But he didn't even mention him. He's like, I want to be here for my family. I'm like, oh, geez, here we go again. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, shout out to your family. But that's what you get, Will. These kids, they won't even mention your ass, okay? They will use you. So then they sit down and they both looked like this. Adrian's been through war. Being like, oh, because I think everyone really thought Adrian was going to win the BB Butt Blaster. But that Kelly, I'm telling you, those alleged serial killers are smart. Okay? They're smart. So then we have to go in and vote. And right away, Vince is called first. She's like, Vince. And he's like, what? Did Rachel say something about me? And I love how scared Vince is of Rachel. And I hope it stays that way. And I hope Rachel is his demise in this game. And that is just how I feel. Okay? And no one else has to feel that way. But that's what I want. Give me a lady boner. All right. And if she's the demise of Zach too, give me a lady boner and a lazy boner. So Vince goes in first. And when he says, I vote to evict, sadly, very sadly, I vote to evict Adrian. I was like, what will you snake? Or what's his name? Not Will. What is his name? What the fuck is his name? I can't remember his name anymore. they're all getting to me. Vince, not Will. Vince says, I vote to evict Adrian. I'm like, oh my God. Stop. Then Mickey, obviously, Adrian, Morgan, Adrian, Zach, you snake. I vote to evict Adrian. I'm like, you guys have been talking it up with him all week. And I hope Will knows that they really wanted to vote you out, sir. And Will, you need to get up, stand up. Okay, put on a back brace. Ask the DR to give you a back brace. Cortisone shot. Okay, maybe like I don't know. Yeah, just a back brace. Something to help you out. Because you got to go to work, sir. You got to take these dudes out. All right? Because they were campaigning for you to go. That's what they were doing. And then Jimmy comes in. He was like, hey, girl. Jimmy was looking pretty fly for a white guy. Let's see. And now that girlies say I'm pretty. Do I even have Jimmy? Maybe I didn't care that much. But I did like his scarf. But the jean jacket, not really through the sleeves, gave me the best hugging situation of the night. Because when ultimately Adrian was evicted by a vote of 8-4, he did another one where he got his boogers on Adrian's sleeve and then his jean jacket fell off. And I was like, oh my God, this is hilarious. This hug is too much. This was too much. I was like, what are you doing? He was like smelling his skin. He's like, Adrian's like, what the flip? What the French toast? Like, this was my favorite shot. I think I have another one. I was really obsessed with, oh my God, look at this one. Look at Jimmy. Look at Jimmy's nose. That's like sinking in Adrian's shoulder. I'm like, what is going on here? What's happening? It's really weird. Okay. But I enjoyed it. All right. And right when she said by a vote of 8-4, Adrian was like, Adrian goes and hugs everybody. He does skip over Rachel, but ultimately makes it back around to her. Because I'm thinking, are we skipping Rachel? What are we doing? No, he made it back to her. Ava is just like, ah. Adrian's blossom hat is like crinkled. She's like, ah. Everybody is so much crying. This is the most crying I've ever seen. This is week 3. Week 3. Poor Ava. She just still rather watch her cry than Zach. All right. So she's crying. And then Adrian took his frickin' loaf of bread with him. It's not a thing. You're trying to make fetch a thing. It's not a thing. Nobody cares. I don't care. Stop it, Adrian. Then he comes out and he's like, Jolie. I was really hoping Adrian would be like, Vince is a snake. Zach is a snake. They're working with me. They said they want to keep me. And Vince always trying to get in the shot. Oh, this was my other favorite hug. Riley. Oh my God. Riley didn't have much of anything going on, much like always. But he like put his fingers through Adrian's hair.
God, what is your childhood trauma?
He was like, call me after the season. We'll hook up. I'm like, why are you touching him like that? Oh, that just gave my hair some volume. He put his fingers in Adrian's hair. Riley is so creepy. He is the Hills Have Eyes. I'm going to call him the Hills Have Eyes. That, Floribama Shore, and old Mountain Dew baby. Okay? The Hills Have Eyes was just, he was like, hi, Julie. Hi, Julie. Giddy up. Can we get like a real cowboy who doesn't? Oh, child support. Allegedly. So he's digging in his hair. He's like, come here. Get in here, little guy. Please. Creepy. These hugs, though, they're pretty creepy. Pretty creepy. So then, then we get, okay, let me get a picture of little Mr. Adrian coming out of the house. He leaves. He's like, hey, Julie, can I hug you? She's like, of course you can, you crazy loaf of bread. He hugs her while he's holding the bread. And then he was like, this is the body of Christ. And then they didn't do that. That's the Catholic in me that was like, is he gonna give her communion? Like, what's going on? What's happening? This is my body. Amen. And then, Julie Chen, she would want to be old school. She'd be like, put it right on the tongue. Like the old people at church are like, put it right on my tongue. I was always like, oh, that's weird. I'll just do it here. Thank you. Amen. So they hug. He's out there. They have their little interview. Okay. And we find out, well, what, he had been kind of saying in the house is that he was going to make big moves. He was finally going to wake up and make big moves. I'm going to make big moves. It's like, what are the big moves? And Julie asked him, who would you go up against? Like, who would you put up? And he says that he would put up Keanu, Jimmy, and Rachel. You can't trust him. And Julie's like, sir, Keanu voted for you to stay. He voted Will out. And you can see Adrian's like, what? But he's a liar. But he's a liar who loves men. Okay, he loves the patriarchy. The patriarchy. All right, he loves you. Rachel put in all that work for him to love you. Oh my goodness. And Julie's like, oh, okay. And then he says, everyone is playing as chickens and they're dirty dogs. You dirty dogs. They're playing as flipping chickens. And then there was one point when she asked about his brother, or she asked about what he thinks that his family thinks. He's like, my brother's probably yelling at the TV. Shout out to producer Prince. Those of you who are waiting for him to show up to work, he just showed up. Hi, baby. And it looked like he was going to say a real swear. Maybe I was just hoping, but it looked like Adrian was going to really swear. What do you think, Princey Pooh? What do you think, Princey Pooh? I was like, are we going to get a real swear word out of Adrian? And then Julie was like, what did you learn from this experience? Or what are you taking away? And Adrian ultimately says, I think these are good people. What were his exact words? Prince, you were supposed to take this note for me. Okay. He says he loves the people in the house. He just thinks they're chickens. He's like, you big chicken. You chicken. It's big chicken. And then Julie goes, if only the other house guests were loaves of bread. I was like, Julie, I did like Julie saying, if only the other house guests were loaves of bread. Yeah.
You better not.
Yeah, if only they were, then they would all be pregnant. All right. Because Adrian would have got him pregnant, allegedly. So, and then Adrian tries to explain this compliment he's been giving Julie, calling her like pertuitous or pertipitous or pertiditis. He was like, I just want you to know that I didn't understand the concept, but I want to say you're beautiful. Sir, quit trying to reinvent English. Just use the words, okay? Be like, you motherfucking hot, Julie. You're so hot, okay? Less best be worried. Less best be worried. Something. He's trying to do all this special stuff to not swear and talk about my pituitary glands. Julie, you look like a damn pituitary gland tonight. You're like a perpetuous, the perpetuatus. I don't even know what the word, does anyone know the word that he was using? He was like, you look like the patriarchy. You look like a perpetuous, perpetual patriarchy. I love it. But then it turns out he's admitting then that he's been using a word to call Julie beautiful that maybe doesn't mean Julie's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like what? What, Adrian? Why did you do that? I think Adrian was more worried about using this pituitary gland, and saying that than he was about actually playing the game. And from his preseason interview, he was like, I'm taking no victims. I'm the best there ever was, the best there ever is, and the best there ever will be. Dr. Will who? Dan Giesling, who? Vanessa Russo, what? What? Nobody can touch me. I am the best. I am the king. I've been practicing my whole life. I'll cut your throat. And then he gets in there. He's like, this mother flippin' bread is delicious. And you look like a Pointer sister. But I didn't know the context of that when I said that. So, perpetuus. He's like, you look porous. So whatever the context, I do not know what this man, I think this man was just basically saying, I've used that word incorrectly. And the word actually means you look like a pile of shit or something. You know what I mean? Like it's not. It really means you don't look human. You look otherworldly and not in a good way. Basically, he was calling Julie Chen fat all season, and she clearly is not fat. All right? Adrian, don't fat shame. No, I don't know what the freaking word means, and I'm not looking it up because I hate it every time he used it. So he's just like, you look beautiful, which he just could have said, and then put more effort and thought into his game, possibly. He also says I think he says something about kindness, and Julie's like, that's what I say. I say that. He's like, yeah, that's what I learned. To love one another. That's what I say. That's what I do. That's crazy. What? Yeah, it means your pores are huge, Julie. Quit now. We need a new host. It was actually Trey rude. Very, very rude.
You guys, seriously.
What about me? That was producer Prince. Actually hit that one. That was a good one, producer Prince. Thanks for coming in and putting in some work today. We really appreciate you. We appreciate all you do. So yeah, he was hating on Julie.
What? No.
Yeah, he loves Julie. Okay. Then the cameras go back to the house. Kelly, again, head in her hands. They're asking her, as they're spying on them the last seconds before the episode is officially over. They're asking about the BB Butt Blaster competition. And Kelly's she can't even answer. Will's kind of answering. Will's like, I said 16. And then Kelly's like, yeah, it's like a minute and a half. And then all of a sudden, it goes to the Matrix. And right away, I was like, what is going on here? This is definitely a glitch. These three are a glitch in the Matrix right now. And I need them targeted and taken out of this game. Thank you so much. Thank you. Tasha said whoever picked this guy should be fired. Yeah. It's what we have. And we just have so much to make fun of because it's a silly, crazy game, but a silly good time with all of you beautiful people. So I'm very excited to see who wins HOH. And I hope it's someone that's actually going to make a move and not just be like, I'm going to put up everyone on the block who's already been up. I hope Zach goes up. I hope Vince goes up. I hope Lauren goes up. I hope Riley goes up. Like that. At this point, I hope Keanu stays just to piss these people off. And the two snake turds, Zach and Vince, instead go on the block. Or we can just get rid of Mountain Dew Baby Riley now. We can get rid of the Hills Have Eyes before they get us. So he can stop saying inappropriate things to Catherine and be like, the thing says sit on my lap. Sir, stop. Stop, sir. That's gross. You're gross. And I hope that this vote maybe pushes. Now we're going to have, a little bit of lines drawn in the sand, signs in the house, and hopefully Keanu, Catherine, Riley, and Kelly, who really don't like each other. Some of them like each other, I should say, but they can figure out what Vince and Zach did. Something tells me they're going to get off easy. And somehow a woman will be blamed. But what do I know? What do I know, you guys? But oh my gosh, I kind of hoping for that too. Kelly HOH, because she's scorned. All right, Vince screwed her over, but again, she herself is a big fan of the patriarchy too, so she'll probably be like, the women, they showed their tots. They're walking around with exposed midriff. She'll like sweet and salty Sam it. But just maybe Kelly will have it in her to go after Vince. and go after these guys who flipped their vote and didn't keep her friend Adrian. Something tells me she won't, but you never know. That would be entertaining, right, Amy? That could be very entertaining. But if I see Kelly and Keanu on the block again this week, I'm going to have to go to Burbank. I will find you. Okay. You guys are wonderful. I'll be back as soon as we have some results from this veto to kiki and talk shit and make fun and be silly some more. Shout out to all my super chatters today. You guys were killing it. Michelle Corley, Buddy, Lady Jane, Debbie, Cheryl Ripley, Elizabeth Krabby Modine, William Claybrook, Ronald Sprowall, Buddy again, Dane and David. Thank you so much. You're all beautiful pumpkin spice babies. Smash that like. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you're not already. Hit that subscribe. Comment after the video post. If you're on the replay crew and you're watching later, don't forget to put your disco ball emoji in the comment section so I know you're on the replay crew. And until next time, enjoy yourself. Like producer Prince says, because it's later than you think. Bye.